Hello, everyone, and welcome to our virtual social and wine tasting. Let's stay connected and taste some of our favorite clean crafted wine. And I believe that good wine need to be shared. So a little bit about me. I'm Larisa Sharipova. I'm a trained as a medical doctor. After moving to United States and learning about American health system while taking medical boards and working in a hospital, I decided to take a different road to help people. I became certified holistic health practitioner specializing in women's health. I overcome my own challenge and now I would like to share my knowledge with other people through private coaching, group coaching, online program, um, cooking classes, webinars, and share all health related information with you. Last year at my birthday party, I had Scout&Cellar wine tasting and tried clean crafted wine first time. I fell in love with Scout&Cellar wines and joined the company to share amazing product with the world. I discovered more than just great wine. I found tons of wonderful people who became my friends. I love the company that share my vision of making the world a better place because this company strive for sustainability the same way I live my life. And one fun fact about me, and when I ask my kids, tell something fun about me, they say, Mom, you're very passionate about chocolate. Yes, I do love chocolate and can live without chocolate. And I make my own chocolate. So mostly it's a dark chocolate with different spices. So that's something interesting to know. So a little bit about wine. There are 5 types of wines. White wine that's made from green grapes, a red wine that's made from black grapes, rosé, made from black grapes with minimal of skin contact. So they remove a skin during the process. Actually, rosé considered a white wine. Also, there are sparkling wines. Can be white, rosé, or red, and it caused by second fermentation or additional CO2 added to the wine. There are also fortified wine when spirits are added to the wine and make it more alcohol content in it. So when we try and taste our wines, there's different things that we need to consider. It's called evaluating wine. So we evaluate with our vision, see, our smell, our taste, and also how that wine affects you. So let's start with vision, see. So what do we see? We need to observe the color, and I'm gonna pour my wine and what I taste today, and I tell you a little bit more about my wine. So today I have this in a little bottle that comes in this 4 packs, and you can see I already consumed 3 out of 4. So it's very convenient to bring to the party, summer party, or to put in your purse when you go to be or bring your own bottle of wine to the restaurant. So I already open it. So it's like a beer, and I'm gonna pour to my glass. Okay, so when we look at the taste, when we look at the wine and see the color, and it can be from light color to very rich color. So the lighter color tells about lighter body and lighter flavor. And it can be from very pale pink, as we talk about rosé, to very dark, almost red. Same about white wines. It can be from very pale, like almost water color, to the very orange color. So the richer color, it means that's bold body and bold flavor of the wine. And when we talk about red wine, it's also in different shade of color. So it's from very light, almost like rosé, to very full-bodied and very rich color, like burgundy, not even translucent. So I would say my color is probably medium lightness. So next step is smell. We need to smell, so we need to swirl it in the glass. Smell it. So when we swirl, it releases aroma, and we need to put all our nose there and taste. Sometimes we taste or smell sweetness, sometimes flower smell, sometimes earthy smell. And next one is sip. So swirl it, smell it, and sip it. And sip it and hold in our mouth for a few seconds. And swallow it. So flavor can be sweet, sour, savory, fruit, and non-fruit. Non-fruit called sometimes earthy taste. So my wine is not sweet, even though rosé, it's not traditional rosé. And it's not sweet and a little bit more on the acidic side, but it's not also fruity. So maybe sour, non-fruity, like earthy. And it's like a crisp. And next one, we size it up. Do you like the wine, and why not? So the most memorable about this wine, it's very refreshing, perfect for a summer with maybe some berries or chocolate that I have here. I have both, of course, my favorite chocolate and berries. And let's give you a little bit more about my wine that I'm drinking today. So this is a 2019 Gallivant Rosé. It's made of grapes Zinfandel 65% and Shiraz 35%. It's organic, it's vegan, alcohol is 13.5%, residual sugar only 0.5 gram per liter. And this bottle is not a liter. It's about a glass, so it's about 200 milliliters. So it's even less than that. When I taste it as a little bit of fruity and crisp. So it's a lovely and refreshing with strawberry, red cherry, and fresh melon, balanced by limestone in a dry, well-textured frame with a clean finish. Pairs well with seafood, soft cheeses, and sunshiny day as today. And it's perfect for summer. And I chilled it in a refrigerator. For this rosé, grapes were hand-picked from 30 years old wines. The juice began fermentation in temperature-controlled stainless steel tank and finished in neutral French oak barrels. The wine then aged for 3 months in a stainless steel before bottling, unfined, and lightly filtered. And I would say it's very refreshing, so I'll sip more. Oh. And it's not as you would think about rosé. People, when I tell people about rosé, they always think it's very sweet wine. Actually, this wine is not sweet, as you can see from the sugar content. Okay. So let's talk about what's the difference between natural wine, organic, biodynamic, and clean crafted wine, and wine that you buy in the store. So organic wine considered is no synthetic pesticide, herbicides, or fertilizers in the vineyard used. So they're made from organic grapes. It means that all organic practices are used on a vineyard. Chemical addition not prohibited, except USDA certified organic wines. So what kind of chemical additions can be used and what's usually used in mass-produced wines, wine that you buy in the store? So they allowed sulfites. Sulfites are preservatives that add to a lot of different things like drinks, wines, and even some food. And by wine association, up to 350 parts per million of sulfites allowed in wine. So organic wine allow those sulfites to be added. Also, sugar adjustments not prohibited. What that means that in regular mass-produced wine, as well as some organic wine, they're allowed to add some sugar for faster fermentation, or also to preserve wine for longer, or to add sweetness to the wine. So they don't have sulfite restrictions. Besides sulfite and sugar, what else you can find in mass-produced wine? There are a lot of different chemicals, different preservatives, also genetically modified chemicals, because they can be from genetically modified grapes. Also, there's a lot of pesticides like glyphosates also added due to while the grapes are grown. So what about biodynamic wines? Biodynamic wine treats vineyards, biodynamic practices, I would say, treats vineyards as an ecological whole. Grapevines, soil beneath them, and flora and fauna grows all interdependently. It means that when those grapes are grown, all taken in consideration, and when they also make wine from those grapes, everything taken in consideration, the time of the day, the soil, the animals who walk around vineyard, or everything influence the taste of wine and its ecology. So in biodynamic wine, even though it's all like sustainable, all nicely grown grapes, but sulfites in those wines are not permitted, so they're restricted. Biodynamic grape wines also can have adjustment different chemicals and also sugar, so they can add sugar to biodynamic wine. Also, you can find chemicals additives in some biodynamic wine as preservatives for the longer shelf life. So what's the difference between clean crafted wine and all other wines? Clean crafted wines, synthetic pesticides prohibited in the vineyards. So there's a sustainable practices used during the growing of grapes. Chemical additions or modifications made during vinification to alter flavor, texture, color, or aroma prohibited. Sugar additions prohibited. Minimal sulfites, most under 50 parts per million, and always under 100 parts per million. Actually, sulfites can be a natural chemicals that created during the fermentation. So clean crafted wines are tested, and wines are not allowed to have more than 100 parts per million. And also they tested by independent labs, actually twice during the process, from grapes to the bottle that you get by your door. Okay. So what is in clean crafted wine? Usually grapes, that's what we get our wine from, and usually less than 50, and as I said, parts per million of sulficides. What's in a mass-produced wine, as I mentioned, there is allowed up to 350 parts per million of sulfites. Also 16 grams of added sugar allowed in wines. Ferrocyanide as a preservative, ammonium phosphate, copper sulfate, megapurple, GMO ingredients, and synthetic pesticides. You all can test mass-produced wine and find those things added, or natural process of those wines. The clean crafted commitment. At Scout&Cellar, we are committed to creating wines that free of synthetic substances in any format, which leads to happier people and happier planet. So there's also how do wine from Scout&Cellar be delivered to you? It's very easy. You can order your wine a la carte, but the best way to order wine and have clean crafted wine is to become a club member, wine club member. And in Scout&Cellar, we call it Scout Circle. What's included in wine club is wine club exclusive. So some wine are not available for a la carte order. Also some circle perks when they put some free gifts, freebies in your box of wine, usually related to wine or to some holidays around. Flat rate pricing and free shipping with all our wine clubs, even starting from $89, the cheapest price. Exclusive access to wine clifted wine. So, and also wine club members have priority with shipment. So with some delays, our priority to ship to wine club members first. Or during the holiday when we have a lot of orders, club gets first. And join the only clean crafted wine, and you can start with lowest price is $89 for 4 bottles. If you join until end of May 31st, you'll earn $50 of wine credit that you will receive in your email after 3 cycles. So how you can order? There's a different options. There are 4 bottles. As you can see, it's a mixed bottles, 6 bottles, and 12 bottles club. And you can order every month. So they will be delivered to your door every month, every other month, and every 3 months. There are mix for 4 bottles. 6 bottles, you can choose to have only white wines if you're a white wine lover. Bottle mixed wine for this flat price. So you get some half white and half reds. 6 white, just red wines, 6 bottles. And also the 12 bottle mixed club and 12 bottle red club, no white wine club in 12 bottles. And why I joined the company and why I order Scout&Cellar clean crafted wine. First of all, because I love wine, and before wines give me headaches, and now I can have red, white, or rosé without any problem with my health and any hangovers next day. Doesn't matter how much I drink. Usually I don't drink a lot, but some occasions I do more than usual and I don't have any problem. Also to celebrate with my friends different occasions, and it's always nice to have clean crafted wine. I share wine with my friends and family, and we come together to celebrate our holidays and achievements. And also for my family, for my daughters, because my business can support me and my family and add some income to my regular job. Experience the unknown good. So in Scout&Cellar, we have do the right thing guarantee. If for any reason you're unsatisfied with your order, we'll make it right. We exchange wine, you return wine, and you can get a credit, bonuses. We take care of our clients very nicely. You can enjoy free ground shipping with order of $99 and plus if you decide to order a la carte. So if you order $99 and more, you have free shipping. Also, if you order 6 bottles and more, you get another 5% discount. And if you order 12 bottles and more, you get 10% discount. This applies to a la carte order. So when you choose your own wine. And you automatically will receive discount when you put 6 bottles in your cart. Our wine delivered through usually FedEx, and it takes free ground shipping over $99, 7 to 12 business days. And if you want your wine to be delivered earlier, you can have for express shipping. You wait very much.